I didn't touch it, and Martin swears he didn't touch it. The camera that was kind of facing the both of us about 10 minutes before the start did that, and we've got a great bit of footage of Martin's feet during the last lap. That would have been amazing.
Damn.
We were pretty animated.
This is crazy. Yo.
It's so much better. So by standing up, it frees the diaphragm, doesn't it? And it also just means we can
That is funny.
lethargic, you know, fall asleep like you guys on a sofa on a Sunday afternoon. Go on, you've all done it.
First lap madness.
Well, that's straight after the race.
Or first corner madness.
There have been times, and I do make sure that I go for a wee about 20 minutes before they come to us.
Oh, come on.
A bit longer because the toilet facilities.
Don't do it.
The porter cabins in Canada are particularly, well, that we used to have were particularly awful. The porter cabins in Imola that we still have are not particularly. We had holes in the floor.
See, I like that fair racing.
Yeah, well, we have portaloos that have been there all weekend. That wasn't very nice, to be fair. The Canadian ones used to be worse because it used to be hotter and the sun used to bake down.
This guy's flying there, 1.7.
The portaloos in Canada. Just as Martin and I were talking, about to talk in Coventry, someone dropped off a portaloo, but they dropped it right on top of the fibre optic cables, going back to the TV compound. I managed to cut. We have like an A and a B twice. There's a backup, but managed to
This
cut
guy's way too aggressive.
from different lines, and so we were completely off air. Oh shit! We were so
He's hit me. He's hit me.
Funny how these little mistakes happen. No one at home would even know that it's because of a fucking portaloo.
Has he gone out of the race?
These things do happen. You know, we've done enough races.
Oh, this guy at the P1 must have come off the track.
Pretty much everything, but yeah, we might bring.
How is he only 2 seconds?
There are times that I do race off the loo, not often. Bladder control, very important for a commentator.
Corner cuts.
I've left once.
That's definitely a corner cut if I ever did see one.
An hour's red flag. I did go off the loo there against Martin talking, but the loos were next door, so that was okay. Belgium last year, we were talking for a long time, obviously because nothing was happening. Martin went to get a cup of tea and some biscuits.
Oh, come on. How am I not going through him there?
And then we realised this was going to take a while, and we were going to be around for a while. Martin was riding his bike back home. So
Mate, don't be an idiot.
Commentating, because nothing was happening, so we were just talking away. And he got changed from his shirt and
That was sweet. I knew my mum was going to do something stupid like that.
At one stage he was stood there in his boxer shorts. I'm like, what's going on here?
So if you had a com cam there, that would have been
that would have been bad. You wouldn't have wanted that.
Talking about Martin and you're talking about Jensen and other people.
Now this guy behind me is a little bit crazy, so I gotta hope he don't catch me.
You must be so tight with certain people in the paddock. Like, are you actually? Would you consider yourself friends with the drivers or like the teams or?
Yeah, look, I have a relationship with all the drivers and the teams, and I know a lot of people within the teams. I think it's very. If you're going to have a friendship with a driver, it's got to be a really good friendship, because there are times you're going to say things that aren't full praiseworthy of their efforts, and you have to be honest. So
Fastest lap as well.
I wouldn't.
Has to be, right?
I'm
No?
friends with the drivers and certainly have been out, for social time, as it were.
Yeah, of course it was. 118. Not bad.
My first
Not bad.
responsibility is to the viewers of Sky Sports and those that take our commentary around the world.
We don't mind that. That was decent. That was a decent race.
And I try and be as honest
Chelsea,
as I
but
possibly can.
Batnija,
Sometimes
Marissa.
You can't break the confidence. You'll know something, but you just can't. You can't break the confidence.
I mean, it wasn't my fault it wasn't clean. Don't give me that.
Really difficult to have it that.
Shit, listen, course driver of the day.
Within Formula One and within the teams, and I've never had a driver who has been upset or annoyed with me.
All black dirt race suit though, standard.
Stand and have a conversation with us. So I try and see the positives and the pluses in all situations.
Started back of the grid as well. Crazy.
Because it was the first time I'd ever been on a private jet.
P7 to P1.
Yeah, we're still waiting for that. What's it like?
It was lovely. It was a small private jet, but we were in Austin, and I was going off to do something with